let's talk about styles. When we created this document, we want it to be very professional looking. And to do that, we need to put in headings and subheadings and make things look really sharp. So, the first thing that we're going to do, and you could do this as you're going or when you first set up your document. So I'm going to go through and find all my headings. I'm just going to scroll down here. Here's my. Now, so far I've hit heading 1, so I'm just clicking on my heading 1 button. I don't care what they look like at this point. But the introduction is a heading 2, so I need to go through and identify all my headings. If you'll do this at the beginning, again, it'll be a lot easier. Okay, so now I've kind of set up all my headings and everything looks pretty good. And the next thing that I want to do is look at what kind of a style I want. This is okay, but it's just the default. So I'm going to come over here to change styles and look at style set. And if you click on that and then kind of scroll down, you can see all kinds of different, really kind of cool looking styles here. And different ones have different color schemes. Some are nicer than others. And you can decide which of those you want. If you pick one that's already set up there, that's really cool. But let's say you want to do something a little bit fancy. So let's choose Word 2003. And the reason that you pick 2003 is it has some formatting built in that will help you a lot. Now scroll down here. I'm going to scroll down here to the environmental analysis because I have both a heading 1 and a heading 2. And that is going to let me look at some things. All right. I like this heading. But I want it to be centered. And I would like it to be, let's say navy blue. And I'd like to have a double underline under it. So I'm going to go to borders and shading. I'm going to pick my navy blue. And I'm going to pick a nice double underline. Whoops, it picked that one, but I don't want that one. And I'm going to get rid of all of these. And then I'm going to put the blue one back until it okay. And I have a very nice double underline here. And for heading, I'm going to make this not italic but underlined. And maybe I'll make that just a shade lighter blue. Let's see. That one's kind of nice. Now I can do this. I can go through and hand do this for every single one of these, but I don't really want to. That's too much work. So what I am going to do is I'm going to find my heading 1 that I just customized. And over here on the styles bar, there's a pull down menu in the corner. And when you click on it, you get a list of styles that you're using. So I'm going to do my pull down menu here, and I'm going to put update heading 1 to match selection. And now if I scroll down or up, oops, I guess we should have scrolled up, you'll notice that every heading 1 has been changed to match. We're going to do the same thing with our introduction, heading 2. Okay, just click on it. If you click on it, notice it automatically changes back and forth as to which one it's using. Okay, and then I can just pull down and update heading 2 to match, and you'll see all of our heading 2s now match. All right, the other thing that we have a problem with is if you look at this, you'll see that we can't really tell where paragraphs start and end. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a paragraph, and down here, right here on the paragraph line, we're going to set it up. Now, I can do an indent on a paragraph like this. First line, what they call hanging. Okay, that sets it in. Or, whoops, or I can set this up as hanging, which means that the top line will like this, which is also kind of goofy looking. So what we're going to do instead is tell it no hanging, but after each paragraph, we're using a 12 font. See, it shows us right here. We're going to ask for a space. Okay, in other words, 12 points. We're going to tell it okay. Now, again, we can go through and do this all for every single one, but we don't want to. So we're just going to update normal, and there it went. It went ahead and put our paragraph marks in where we needed them. Now, let's say that, 3 weeks down the road, you got this thing and you've printed up and you say, man, I really don't like this. I really would like the font to be that nice dark blue that we were using too. So I can just fix it, come back, update it, everything matches. There are other things that you can set if you're not using Word 2003. One of the things that you absolutely positively want to look at is click on here and check paragraph and look at your line breaks. Make sure that it says widow orphan control and keep with next. Okay, and you want to do that for each of your headings. And that will take care of one of the major problems of leaving things floating around in the middle that shouldn't be in the middle. You can also do this with a bullet list. You always want to make sure that it also has widow and orphan control. And what that does is widow and orphan control keeps one bullet from being put on a page by itself. It keeps one line of text, which, as you may remember, you're not supposed to do. And it also keeps you from having your title on one page and your text on the next. And that's pretty much setting style.